Good morning.
Oh, we're here. Good morning, everybody. And welcome to the show that's on in the morning. We are super excited to be here because it's Friday Eve.
Yes, Friday Eve.
Friday Junior also. People say that Friday Junior. But let's wake up your sparkle, shake off your sleep. Mel is feeling a little better today. Grab whatever beverage makes you feel legally unstoppable because today's show is stacked, spicy, and serving full main character energy. We've got history that rewrites the narrative. We got news that sparks real conversation and events that will absolutely hijack your calendar, and a sunshine shenanigans story that made us say, how did this child get away with this? But before we get into all of the news stories and unpack everything with the TLDR, let's talk to the queen of the sunny snack scene. Mel, what's on the sunny snack scene today?
Oh, nothing yet. My stomach, it feels a little yuck.
So you don't feel 100 today.
No, it's like a 20.
But your voice definitely sounds
there.
better than yesterday.
It's getting there. I've been drinking my teas and doing the things and taking the medicines.
Marge Simpson light today, which is great.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do is get into Sunny TV land.
Yes, so we are time traveling today with Julia Brennan from the Ximenez Fatio
You almost did. Ximenez Fatio House.
Fatio House
It's
Museum.
not easy. You can also say, in the streets, we also say the XF House. So you can say that.
So the XF House,
Perfect.
Talking about a powerful new lecture series celebrating America's 250th birthday and uncovering the unknown stories of Florida in the American Revolution. It's one eye-opening and emotional and absolutely fascinating. And I'm going to tell you, if they would have had history like this, I would have probably done better in
I'm
school.
telling you, they're very innovative on how it's not a stuffy lecture series. We're going to get in with Julia. Obviously, she's one of the brightest interviews that we have. Love, love, love that lady. And we've got Sunshine Shenanigans story that involves a sneaky kid.
Damn kids.
A fake report card and a mom who accidentally helped rewrite academic history.
I feel like that's me.
Or were they in cahoots together?
I
don't know.
made my own report card.
Yeah.
Oh, we're also diving into two local stories that are sparking big conversations. And one is about protecting the historic charm of St. Augustine, and another that's a serious reminder to guard your personal and financial information.
Yes, and we've got national stories that'll hit you in your feels and a brand new segment that takes us behind the scenes of blockbuster movies. Mel's got it.
Yep, including Pi Day going full main character energy, and beautiful music enrichment program for local kids. Oh, that's really cool.
It sounds fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny TV, baby. So let's say hello to our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All-American Air. Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All-American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
Well, I love that All-American Air does take care of our air conditioning, but they're also taking care of our heating systems nowadays, and they've got some great specials. Finishing out this month for storage, if you sign up before this weekend, which is January 31st, you will get 3 months at a $50 intro rate. Very, very cool. Mel, let's hit them with the weather report.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sick of this weather. It's cold. Like
Really?
I don't even, here's my freaking graphic. There you go.
Was it like this in Japan?
I don't remember. Mom, do you remember? Was it cold there?
What was the weather like in Japan,
I don't
Maria?
remember.
Japan.
All right, so today it's only going to be a high of 55.
In
Well, that's
Japan?
better than yesterday, I think. We're not in freaking Japan, bro. God. So it's only going to be a high of 55. It's going to be cool, but there's going to be lots of sunshine today. We have a frost advisory from 2 a.m. today until 9 a.m., so we're probably out of that. And winds are north-northeast at 9 miles per hour. So it won't be as windy today, so that's good.
No, but I heard that we really need to brace ourselves this weekend, though. It's literally going to be
Yeah,
in
this
the
weekend's
teens.
going to stink. And it's going to, on the morning, feels like temps. It's going to feel like single digits. Yes.
Is Rachel in comments right now? I need to ask that question because she sends us DMs of like what the weather is in her neck of the woods. I'd love for her to give us what it's like, because I think that we complain about these 50-degree weather days, and that's like a blessing for some people.
I don't
One
know.
person's burden is another person's blessing, right?
I don't know, man. All I know is like, I'm ready for, like, I don't mind the cold, but when it's to the point where I'm wearing a beanie and gloves and jacket and sweaters and all of these things, the layers.
I love it. It's my favorite. I
We're
love
wearing
it.
our sunny beanies again
That's so cute.
for sale in the merch shop.
Yeah. I got, speaking of merch shop, makes no sense. I got the local
What?
music report to make you proud. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sonny. It's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Thursday, January. We're here, 29th. It did feel like January was.
Dude, it's like
5 weeks long.
Guys, it's January 37th today. Like, why
Yeah.
is January 16 years long?
Yeah, let's
happening?
see who these brave hearts are going to be playing outdoors today. We got Jim Lamb, Milltop Tavern. He is going in strong every single day. 12 o'clock noon, he'll start performing. Luckily for him, he does have John Q coming in the same at Milltop
Taking
Tavern.
cuddle.
12:30. Hopefully they play close together. They can generate some heat. That is
sounds creepy.
not heated rivalry. No, that is not the show
What?
heated rivalry. Smoke and Joe Shower at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 3. Matt Still at the Renaissance Historic 4 o'clock p.m. today. Vinny Jacobs, Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Trevor Compton at St. Augustine Shores Golf Club, 5 o'clock p.m. Greg Johnson at Salt Life Food Shack at 6. Mahuli, M-U-H-L-Y, Mahuli.
Interesting.
Mahuli at Colonial Oak Music Park,
What?
7 o'clock p.m. Sounds horrible.
I can't. I just laugh at
Mahali. Get a better name for
I
your
wish-
band.
You guys can't
You
see
guys
my.
going to the Mahali
You
show
guys
tonight?
can't see my face, but I'm like, really?
Let's go to the Mahali show.
Shut up.
I know. Colonial Oak Music Park is amazing. So if they are playing there,
They're
it's
probably
definitely
good.
worth it. Definitely worth it. Los Lonely Boys.
Aw,
Remember them?
yes.
At Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, 7:30. Gold Pine at Cafe 11, 8 o'clock p.m. And finishing off tonight at, that sounds horrible, Trade Winds Lounge, 9 o'clock p.m. Augie style.
Oh my God! So right here in my favorite state of Ohio,
Yeah.
Jesse Snow just said that it's 0 degrees.
0 means that they
Not a
don't even have a
thing.
degree to care.
And then Donna said it's been so cold in Toronto or Ontario, Canada for so long that my cold is cold.
Yeah, see, like I'm just saying, Melanie, like we really complain here as these little babies temperatures over here with Florida. I mean, literally, we have people surviving the elements right
But wait,
now.
0 degrees? Like, how's that a thing? And
It's
like
a thing. It's a real
negative
thing.
degrees? I think that's silly.
I'm
It's
going to
so
have
silly.
great expectations for everybody.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Oh my goodness, you guys have got to rally around Hastings Main Street right now with Jenna Dennis and Great Expectations. They're doing the potatograms. I'm going to say it every day. I think this is the coolest Valentine's Day gift that you can give somebody is you basically can write a little Valentine's message on a potato. They'll do it for you. This one says, I like big spuds and I cannot lie.
So
And you can
cute.
deliver it to a loved one. I think that's such a genius way. Who doesn't love potatoes?
Listen, I love a potato.
I love a potato.
I like a potato mash. I like it.
I love a potato, and I love this museum. You guys, we have an incredible conversation. So we're time traveling a little bit today with our buddy Julia, not just in a dusty textbook way, not in a powdered wig, snooze button history class kind of way, but in a deep, emotional, mind-opening, history is alive kind of way. You see what I did there? Very nice. We got the brilliant Julia Brennan in studio again with Ximenez Fatio House, talking about the coolest tours and lecture series coming up. Julia, welcome back to Sunday TV.
Thank you so much for having me. I love the transition from the potato over to the museum. That is very fitting for me. So thank you so much. And again, thank you for having me.
Isn't it a cute idea, though? It's the cutest idea.
Literally am obsessed with it. I will be checking that out after this.
It's a great fundraiser for Hastings Main Street, which is amazing. And Ximenez Fatio House, amazing. You have one of my favorite tours is... I lived here as well, right?
Yes.
And this is one of the last times we're doing this.
It is. So this is going to be, I believe, our 5th year of doing this tour. And as you said, it is our final year. It really talks about the enslaved people who lived on our property. For us, it was very important to tell the full history of our house. And they were really what we refer to as the invisible hands that made every single day possible at the boarding house. So this is going to be our final year. It is by far our most popular tour at this point. We've had so many people who have traveled to come back year after year.
It's extraordinary.
It is. And really, even if you've never been, you can jump right in and really get our full history. In terms of the enslaved people, it is so moving and something that we are so fortunate to be able to do one last time.
'Cause it's essentially giving a spotlight to people that necessarily wouldn't get the spotlight back in the day, right? Can you talk a little bit about that? That's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. So for our house history, we were run primarily as a boarding house, kind of like a fancy hotel, and we would have many, many guests staying there at a time, and really, for most of our history, just one female owner. And obviously, running a house like that and running a business like that just on your own was impossible. So it really was these, again, invisible hands that made every single day possible. We have so many records, luckily, that give us their names, a lot of their stories. So the people that we are portraying, we actually know lived on our property. So just having that history come to life and really just a full picture of what life at a boarding house in St. Augustine would have been like.
So I've got to ask the elephant in the room, why the last season? If this was such a great tour, has it just run its course?
So there are a couple of reasons. We have a phenomenal amount of actors who come in every single year. One of them is James Bullock, who has worked
amazing.
all over
God
St.
bless
Augustine.
America, yeah.
He is one of the greatest people I've ever met, and he has recently, or not even recently, about a year ago, he moved to Arizona, and he's coming back just for this tour. We have another actor who is in the process, as we speak, of moving to Atlanta. So there were just a couple of reasons that we felt it was running its course naturally. We also do want to make sure that nothing gets stale, and we make room for new exhibits, and every February we will be doing something for Black History Month. This just seems like the natural progression that we don't, stretch it too thin.
So maybe a remix or a revamp in the future. So maybe we're just putting it to... I love that. I think that's a great idea. Keep it fresh, keep it new, keep it fabulous, and everyone will follow suit. I think that's great. So, final chapter of this tour. I mean, is there going to be anything different from the last 5 years on this last one?
Absolutely. So we are focusing a little bit more on the Seminole Wars this year.
Okay.
So you'll get a touch of that, as well as a man named Louis Fatio Pacheco. He was an enslaved person who actually, again, is connected to our house's history, and he had a very insane life, to put it lightly. So you'll hear a lot about that. And then again, just general St. Augustine history regarding Black history.
So Mel, let me paint you a picture. It's basically like you're walking into this incredible boarding house museum, and you go room to room, and there's different actors in these rooms kind of explaining what the day in the life really truly it looks like. I think it's extraordinary because, like, you and I are hands-on learners. We need people like in front of us showing us how to do it.
Yeah, like visuals.
Yes.
So I think this is really cool because it kind of permeates that, like...
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah,
if
tell us.
something like this existed when I was in school,
Yeah.
I would have probably super excelled at history.
And
I'm
learned
the
a lot
same way.
more.
Yeah, because
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is so fun.
It really brings it to life, and I agree. I'm so visual, and you can read stuff in a textbook and be impacted by
Not the
it.
same.
But when you actually see it, and we have, again, such incredible actors that really bring it to life. And it's something that, when we're working there, we see it from the ground up and like all the rehearsals. But then when it actually happens, I'm like finding myself getting emotional. And I'm like, I know I could almost recite it at this point, but just seeing it come to life and seeing, the people who visit and their reactions, it's just an
I
incredible
love that.
tour.
I think that's a really innovative way to, encourage people to go and kind of see how history really shapes the demographic in our area, which is
Do you
amazing.
think there'll ever be an opportunity with the school system for them to bring the students in for part of their history lesson to like see this
like a
live?
field trip or something? Yeah.
Yes, so I am so happy you brought that up because that is something we have tried to figure out for the past couple of years. And logistically, again, especially with so many of our actors not being present, reactions, it's just an
I
incredible
love that.
tour.
I think that's a really innovative way to, encourage people to go and kind of see how history really shapes the demographic in our area, which is
Do you
amazing.
think there'll ever be an opportunity with the school system for them to bring the students in for part of their history lesson to like see this
like a
live?
field trip or something? Yeah.
Yes, so I am so happy you brought that up because that is something we have tried to figure out for the past couple of years. And logistically, again, especially with so many of our actors not being present in St. Augustine all the time, it's been very difficult. This year, we are recording the whole thing. We're going to put together almost like a little mini documentary.
Very cool.
And then we're going to try to get it to the libraries, get it to the
Ooh,
schools.
we can
so-
help you be a vehicle for that.
Love
No,
that.
literally, my last job was Education Foundation. So,
Oh, gosh.
yeah, I can introduce you to Kathy Newman. She's an incredible. I know I'm doing this on live, but honestly,
I love
it
that.
is amazing. I can definitely be a good.
That would be
I,
huge.
That is
I
so
agree, Mel. I
perfect.
think you're right on
Yeah,
the money with
'cause
that.
think
yeah.
about it, like you know how many students there are that are. I was a terrible student. Let's
Yeah.
just like put it out there.
Same.
But if this was a way I could learn, yeah, you were a good student.
Oh, that makes sense,
Teacher's
honestly.
pet.
Yeah, me, I
I want to be teacher's
was
pride.
not me. They were like, you can go sit in the hallway because you can't stop
That
talking.
was my life. I was
Yes.
always in the hallway, so you
In
get
fourth
Listen.
grade, okay, I was a little bit of a bad boy because I would coordinate my outfits for whatever the artwork was in the hallway because I was a big talker. So that, and I was a note passer in school. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like I was a note
The
passer.
original texting.
Yeah, I was totally a note passer. So let's step all change into this incredible lecture series coming up, celebrating our 250th anniversary of the United States of America.
so exciting. This is something that I've worked at the museum for about 6 years, and I would say the last 3 or 4 years we have kind of been discussing what we were doing for the semi-quincentennial. It's something that really all around the nation, all of these cultural institutions are coming together to really celebrate. So for us to kick off our celebration, we are doing this lecture series. It's called Unknown Facts and Faces of the American Revolution.
Okay.
So we have incredible speakers, a lot of which are again flying in just for this, and we're doing these free lecture series. They're at Ringhaver Student Center at
Nice.
Flagler College, and
Beautiful.
just kind of our kickoff to celebrate the 250th.
That's so exciting.
I mean, I'm seeing common themes here of I lived here tour and then the unknown.
Yes.
You guys really do find a voice for the voiceless on a lot of these kind of lectures, right? That are
Yes.
coming up.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the series?
Absolutely, and I first of all love that. That's something that we have really concentrated on. We want to tell the full history, full package, if you will. And I think a lot of the times there are certain topics that are focused on and so many things that are forgotten. So for us, bringing those stories to life is very important. We are again really focusing on the unknown stories. For example, the next lecture that we have, which is February 12th, is what part did Florida Africans play in the American Revolution?
Ooh.
We have a few others that are going to touch on the Menorcans, which obviously here in St. Augustine are very prevalent and important. So kind of just these stories that are often forgotten. I think also with Florida not being a lot of the times the focus of when you think American Revolution, you think colonies, you think more up
True.
north.
Yeah.
I think kind of bringing that down and showing that although we weren't part of that, we were still very impacted by the
Well, we
revolution.
flipped and we flopped. We were Spanish,
Exactly.
then we were English.
So
I mean,
much
so
back and forth with that.
And so, what did that do with American slavery? I mean, that really did change a lot, right?
Changed
They
so
were
much.
free one day,
Yeah.
then they were slaves the next day.
Yes.
So that yo-yo, you must have seen a lot of that with the boarding house.
Absolutely. So much yo-yoing. And yeah, that's something that when you go to our I Lived Here as Well tour, we do touch on that a little bit because depending on what period it was, your whole position in life would basically change. So again, that is very important for us to tell those stories.
Julia, we interviewed this incredible author, and I don't know if you know Anne Colby, but she wrote this incredible book called Wicked
Oh my
St.
God.
Augustine. girl, and
Okay.
it's short read. Go ahead.
I know the name of that, but I didn't know her name. Okay, I need to look into
so
this.
good.
You need to meet
It
her.
really focuses on the different madams and the brothels that were in town during the day, because literally that was a form of our commerce. And we laugh about it now because it's such a gauche thing to talk about. But honestly, that was a way of life. And there was a lady named Blanche Altavilla that literally owned a lot of property in the West King area and created like a country club.
Oh my
and she
gosh.
provided health care for her workers and for the Johns that would come in and, have
Gave
a
him
romp.
breakfast, too.
That is an incredible story. I'm
And
going to
that's-
have to look into that.
I know, but this is why I love these lecture series, to learn these little nuances about our beautiful town. I mean,
Exactly.
we're older than the country.
That's the whole thing. I think a lot of the times people focus on, like, which was great, the Henry Flagler period, but there's so much that happened prior to that.
Yeah,
and
he
I
was
think-
not a nice boy.
I know.
I know.
That too.
I'm
Absolutely.
scared to say it, but Mr. Flagler, I would thank you for doing a lot of things in our town. We do appreciate you, but you were a naughty boy. Yeah. So let's walk through some other lectures that are coming up too. I think there's another one in March.
So yeah, we have them there basically until May 21st, about one every single month.
Love that.
And again, they're free. So if you're looking for something to do, they're mostly on Thursday nights, and it's 7 to 8:30 approximately. So you could just pop over, learn a little bit, and then continue throughout your evening. But it's a great way to kick off the celebration for the 250th.
Q&A session. Is there anything that you can talk to the lecturer about?
Yes, absolutely. So we leave a little room at the end, about 15, 20 minutes. So if you have any, personal questions, anything more detailed, you're able to ask.
So in March, we're going to be talking about we Floridians could have been British if it weren't for the Spanish.
There you go. Yes.
Right. This is
That's
what we
hilarious.
right? We could have been.
That sounds like
Could you imagine Florida without the Spanish
no,
influence?
but that sounds like this is like a comedy.
I mean, I couldn't.
This sounds like a comedy.
But are they? So they're not just kind of stale lectures. That's a
No.
good point, Mel. Like they really are like
They're
interactive.
They're very interactive and so informative. It's kind of at a point that we know the titles of all the lectures, but we haven't actually seen them because so many of these people are, again, traveling to St. Augustine for this. So it's one of those things that we as staff have been so excited for because we know the general idea, but we don't actually know what we are going to learn. So we're
Awesome.
looking forward to it
How
a
do you
lot.
find these people? Do they write books or?
A lot of them are authors, a lot of them are past professors, so they're just kind of in the history world. We've done a lot of research prior to this to
Yeah.
see who would fit for what we want.
Right, you're not going to hire Adam Sandler to come and do that. I mean, but that would be
love
funny.
That, but
That would be pretty
that would be
entertaining.
interesting.
That
but
would be interesting. What else can we learn about some of these lectures? Like, what's the one in April coming up? I think
So-
it's like the 1777 flight.
Yes, so I think that one maybe, that would have to be, yes, the Menorcans. So
Oh,
that we
right.
are going to have Greg Holbrook, who is from the New Smyrna Museum of History.
Cool.
He's going to be coming up, and they're just going to be focusing on the Menorcans, kind of their journey to St. Augustine. And being in St. Augustine, you hear a lot about the Menorcans, but so many people don't really know about their history and how they impacted St. Augustine. So again, really bringing those stories to life. I believe it's like 1 in every 10 locals here in St. Augustine is of Menorcan descent.
True, yeah.
So it's still very alive. The daddle pepper comes from the Menorcans. So you hear a lot about it in St. Augustine, but actually, hearing the story is going to bring it to life.
So a lot of the studies, I have to tell you a quick story, and Julia's going to really capitalize on this story more than I do. But your beautiful husband does this incredible walk every year. I would love for you to tell Mel and the Sunnies what this is all about.
Yes, so this started a few years ago. It was his final project at Flagler College.
Listen to this.
He did not want to write another paper. Being in, public history, it was all very paper-based. So he wanted something else. He decided to kind of recreate the walk that the Menorcans did. So they came from New Smyrna, which is about, I think it's like 80 miles south of us, and they marched up here and were able to move to St. Augustine. So with that, he decided to recreate that, and he made it a solo hike, which the first time he did that, I thought he was crazy because he was literally like camping on the side of A1A and then like just walking like 20, 30 miles in a day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is the end of him. Like, I am so worried.
Yeah, but you got to give him credit. He said, "I'm not writing another paper. I got
No.
a better way to
He
do
had a
this."
dream.
And
yeah.
he did, and people were so receptive to it. It really was something that, like, the local news and even the news in Menorca was picking up.
Oh my
and they
gosh.
were, like, so enthralled and just fascinated by this. So it's become something that he's done basically every year. He didn't do it last year because we got married, and I was like, please don't be camping on the
Yeah.
side of the road. Like, we're trying to, like, make this
So
happen.
did he get an A in the class? class?
So I'm sure, I think he did very well. It's been a while, but he did very well. And with that, we are kind of looking into different avenues. He's definitely going to do the walk again. We were talking about it last night, actually, playing around with the idea of maybe opening it for sections for other people to join and kind of be part of it, working out, liability purposes.
Sign the
all of
waiver.
that.
Yeah.
The
Sign that
waivers,
waiver,
all
boo.
of that. But it's something that has really brought us, connected us, I guess, to the Menorcan Society here in St. Augustine, and it's just been a great thing all around.
Yeah, what reflections can you share with us about what he said about this walk? I mean, I would love to interview him someday about this. I just find it so, he's so passionate about it.
He is
80 miles is no joke.
Incredible. And he's one of those people, the last time he finished the hike, he has blisters all over his feet.
Sure.
I'm like, you need to go home, you need to eat. Like,
Yeah.
we got the rest of the day. He goes missing, basically, and I'm like, oh, I'm assuming he's back home. I go in the house, and he's giving a tour, and I'm like, you haven't even showered. Like, what are you
What are you doing, dude?
But he just, lives and breathes it so much. But for him, I think he studied a lot about the Menorcan story in St. Augustine, so actually being able to do it himself and bring this, new life to it was very
I
important.
think that's awesome. I think it's so cool. So back to this lecture series, can you talk about like what people need to prepare for? I know you said that it's going to be at the Ringhaver Student Center.
Yeah.
They enter. Is it on a specific floor? Give the details of the
Yeah,
events.
so first and foremost, I will again reiterate that it is a free event, but it's something that we definitely would love you to RSVP. We do have a cap on it, so to do that, you would just go to our website. You'll see lecture series right there and click on it. When you arrive, you'll check in downstairs. We'll have a little booth set up, and then from there, we'll lead you to the second floor of the Ringhaver Student Center. It's also a great way to see Flagler College if you never have been before. So it's just a great room and
I love
perfect
that.
setting.
So they sign up on the website, which is awesome, and we'll put that in comments for everybody. What else could you share as far as coming up with Ximenez Fatio House?
So we are very much in our planning stage for the next couple of months. We, again, with the semi-quincentennial coming up, are currently planning what we are going to do for July. We're talking about doing like a big America artisan market in our courtyard. So things like that. But again, we're really in the planning stage. Obviously, when we get into the hot summer months, we're not doing as much. So we have, again, in March, we'll be doing a Menorcan exhibit. So that'll happen after the lecture, or between the lecture series, I guess, and then a couple of other fun things coming up, but again, in the planning stage right now.
Love that. There's always something fresh, something new, and something fabulous.
Well, speaking of fabulous.
Oh, let's get it, girl.
All right, so
You're going to play a game?
Julia, you like to play
Always.
games?
I'm so ready.
She
Okay.
always does it like the Saw character.
You want to play
wanna
a
play a
game? Especially with my voice sounding like this. Okay, so here's the deal.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you questions. It's like you pick one or the other. You don't think, you just answer.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. This is a
Don't
lot of
be
pressure for like
scared.
1:30 in the
It's
morning.
It's totally
okay.
your theme.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Coffee or matcha?
Matcha.
Vintage Banty or full glam fit?
Banty.
Got it.
Fiona Apple or Courtney Love?
Why are you doing this
I
to
know.
me?
I know.
Fiona Apple.
Yes!
Messy bun or sleek blowout?
Messy bun.
Early bird or midnight creative tornado?
Early bird.
Dream fashion decade, 70s, 90s, or Y2K?
90s.
Yes. One accessory you can't live without.
Ooh, just jewelry. I always have to have
Yes.
rings on,
Okay.
earrings. Yeah.
Favorite confidence booster, killer outfit, perfect playlist, or strong coffee?
Playlist.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And last one, biggest style pet peeve.
Ooh. Okay. There are a lot. This is this is not going to be rapid fire. I would say something I really don't like, and this is just me. I'm not a shoulder pads type of girl.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's a
That
thing.
is one look that I try to get behind, and I'm always like open-minded to things, and
Yeah.
I see that, and I'm like, can we not? Can we just
Yeah.
bring those back
Yeah.
down? So I think that's my biggest.
Me is the color mustard. Like, I really
Yes.
want to love it. You and Melanie it's great on. Me, flat. My mom says I look like an alcoholic.
'Cause you're
when I have it.
blonde.
Yeah. I have one last final question that she
Yes.
skipped over because this is a very important.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get mad at
I'm
me.
so scared.
Justin Bieber era, baby, journals, or purpose.
Oh my gosh, this is
I
my
got
favorite
chills.
question ever been asked. I want to go with purpose, but honestly, if we're bringing it all the way back, I'm going to do My World.
Okay.
Like 2009.
Okay.
That is my go-to. there. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
God.
Julia Brennan, everybody, thank you
Yes.
so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Tell everybody where they can find more information about Ximenez Fatio House.
Absolutely. You could go to our website, which is the ximenezfatiohouse.org. I know that's wordy, but if you type it in, even if you make some mistakes, you'll find it. Or go to our social media. We have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and that is kind of my little baby. That's my fun thing to do, if I'm having a long day. So you'll get a lot of cat videos. We have 2 property cats, just some kind of
Big
fun
cat
stuff.
fans out there. That's
Hilarious.
awesome. Barbara Jean, I know you're beaming right now. That's awesome. Julia, thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So much fun. Guys, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account. Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry the stream cut out there, but luckily we got it back. So whenever that happens, just keep hitting refresh on your screen and click back in. I appreciate everybody coming back into the Sunday Clubhouse here. We got some events that we're going to be shouting out today. Pi Day. What is pi? Well, remember that with the math?
3.14.
Right.
I don't really know what you do with it, but
Pie in the Sky is a benefit fundraiser that's coming up Saturday, March 14th at the St. Augustine Amphitheater Farmers Market. Pie, guys, do you guys like pie? Do you like pie? Are you a pie person?
I like pie, but
Just
I
leave
like
it on the both of
certain
us.
pie.
Yeah,
I
nice.
like certain, but put in there what pie you guys like.
Yeah, what kind of pie do you guys like? Is it, I love an apple pie. Of course, I love making my apple
I
pie.
will tell you, he makes a very good apple pie.
It's all about the apples that you use.
Yeah.
I use a little bit of a mix, but the secret is Rome apples because they're more spongy. They absorb the caramel and the goodness.
I like the French silk pie.
Okay.
And I like a key lime pie.
Oh, I love a tart key lime pie.
Yeah, it's my
Black
favorite.
Molly in town always had a really good pie, or they still do.
Yeah.
All right, so Pie Day just went full main character energy. This is again March 14th, which is 3.14, get it? Which is Pie Day, and now they're officially Pie Day in St. Augustine, thanks to Peace Out Pie contest and auction benefiting Pie in the Sky.
Yep, so this is such a good one. It's happening Saturday morning at the St. Augustine Amphitheater Farmers Market, and it's basically a perfect mix of community, creativity, competition, and carbs for a cause.
Yeah, bakers will be throwing down their absolute
Okay.
best pies. Judges will be tasting, ranking, and living their best life. And then at 10 a.m., the top 5 pies go into a live auction, which means you can literally bid on greatness.
That's awesome. So judging starts at 9 a.m., and then at 10 a.m., it's auction time. So here's the why. 100% of the proceeds benefit Pie in the Sky Senior Produce Program,
Right.
which provides nutritious food and loving care to seniors right here in St. Augustine.
Yeah, I mean, absolute angels on wheels, delivering fresh produce, dignity, and kindness to our senior neighbors. This is an incredible, incredible organization. We have to rally and support them. And who doesn't love pie?
And who
Even
do-
the ones that people are saying shepherd's pie. That's still a pie. I like it.
Yeah, I like a shepherd's pie. I will tell you, if most people go to the Saturday morning farmers market at the Amp anyway, so you might as well make an extra trip to do this, bid on the pies. So, but it's a family-friendly, feel-good, community-powered, and it's also delicious. So that's a total dream combo.
Yeah, so check it out again. Saturday, March 14th. Save the date, St. Augustine Farmers Market. Get there early for the judging by 9 a.m. and see who finals. That'll be a lot of
Yeah, I
fun.
want to we should do a sunny pie.
That would be fun.
You should bake your apple pie for this.
This would be great. I love that you keep signing me up for more shit that I got to do in my life. My God, I'm already dead. All right, this next one. Friends of the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall and St. Johns County Cultural Events launch free music entertainment after school program. Sonnies, this one right here is why we love this community so much, because this isn't just about music. It's about changing lives, opening hearts, and giving kids access to something super powerful. Friends of Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, in collaboration with St. Johns County Cultural Events, just launched an 18-week spring music enrichment after-school program for students right here in St. Johns County. That's honestly amazing.
Yeah, so this program brings free weekly 1-hour music enrichment sessions to students in 3rd through 5th grade at 3 community locations.
Awesome.
W.E. Harris Community Center, the American Legion Post 194, and Catalinas Elementary School. And it runs all the way through May 20th.
I know the sessions are led by board-certified music therapists from Soundwave Music Therapy, very, very cool, and evidence-based approaches to support kids' social, emotional, and communicational development.
Yeah, so they're learning the ukulele, rhythm movement, singing, and self-expression.
Oh.
All designed to build confidence, connection, emotional awareness, and joy. It kind of sounds like we need to do this, too.
This is so fun, all through a grant which was provided by the Rotary Club of Ponte Vedra Beach. While the full program is supported by a grant from the PNC Foundation, this is exactly what community partnership looks like.
Yes, and what makes it even more powerful is that this program is built on real research. Last summer, they did a 5-week pilot program in West Augustine in partnership with the Florida State University's
this.
College of Music, and the results were super incredible, guys.
Yeah, more than 40 students participated, and the research showed improved social interaction, increased joy, which I'm all about,
Yes.
stronger peer connections, and positive emotional well-being. Basically, music helped kids feel seen, heard, and connected.
Yes, and that's why leaders across the county are celebrating with this launch. Gabe Pellissier, CEO of the SJC Cultural Events, he said programs like this allow their mission to extend beyond the walls of the venue and directly into the community.
I love that. County Administrator Joy Andrews said something that honestly stepped me back in my tracks. It's the truth. She said, when we invest in our children, we invest in the future of our community, and that music is more than art. It's a way for kids to feel seen, heard, and connected. And this is such a beautiful extension of what Friends of Ponte Vedra Concert Hall stands for. Their whole mission is built around how music unifies, heals, inspires, and enlightens people. This program is an absolutely visionary.
Yeah, it's kids, it's community, it's creative health, it's mental health, it's emotional growth, it's all the things that we want and need for the kiddos of St. Johns County.
Yeah, so hats off to everyone involved with that. I think that's extraordinary. I wish I had that kind of program growing up too, because you think about it, it's an after-school program. So you're going to school, and then afterwards, you get to rally about learning about music and music therapy and how that can actually change the paradigm of somebody's life.
Yeah, I think that's cool because, you know, like some kids don't have the opportunity to learn a musical instrument or do
Or
these
grow
things.
or learn or know what new things are out there,
Yeah.
nuances, you
I
know?
think this is definitely fun.
I love that. All right, so I'm curious on this next story, Mel, what your opinions are without getting
Lord.
too much into the minutia here. The vice mayor of St. Augustine wants to crack down on inflatable Christmas decorations.
Oh, please do.
Okay, so you say please do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Because there was a lot of people in the blog that were pushing up against this and was like, oh, are you kidding me? Is that all she has to pay attention to? But I want to tell you, I think Vice Mayor Barbara Blunder is actually right here. What? No, I really do. I think she makes a really good point because we need to really examine this. So the vice mayor is not declaring war on joy, not anti-fun. She's not out here trying to cancel Christmas or deflate Santa. She is saying that we need more vendor accountability and clear parameters so that we don't lose the historic charm that makes St. Augustine St. Augustine. She's absolutely right here. The city is a living museum. It's layered. It's sacred. We just heard from Ximenez Fatio House. It holds centuries of stories And once you start letting anything and everything pop up where there's foot traffic and a credit card machine, you slowly erode that identity.
Yeah.
For example, this past holiday season, there was like a 360 photo
That was
booth
confusing to me.
on the lawn, on the beautiful manicured,
Lightner.
incredible lawn of the Lightner Museum.
How did they get approval to do that?
That's what I was wondering. And like booty music, and it was just
Yeah,
like,
it was very confusing.
it didn't fit with the
I didn't
theme or
like
the
it.
aesthetic. Like, even if they were playing like Frank Sinatra, it still just doesn't work there. But honestly, he must have paid, that dude the vendor must have paid a premium for that spot, is what I'm
I
saying.
don't
So
know.
that's basically what the vice mayor is saying, is that we just need to create some parameters. She's not saying that everybody needs to deflate their inflatables. She's saying that maybe we need to make some rules and regs to make sure that we don't lose the aesthetic and the makeup of what our town truly is. I think she's absolutely right here.
Yeah, I agree with her because I think this opens up a broader conversation about how being a historic city that we grow responsibly. I do think, like, yes, we do rely heavily on tourism, local vendors, and seasonal events to help stimulate our economy here in St. Johns County. But it also we also have to think about preserving the historic nature of our town. And I'll tell you,
Yeah, we don't want Times Square, because that's not
no,
who we are.
I don't want a 360 photo booth playing booty music on the lawn of the Lightner Museum. Like,
Right.
that's such a beautiful place. I feel like go put it somewhere else.
Now, we had Irving Cass on the show talking about, trying to create maybe an ice skating rink or something like that. I still think that could be valid, because that still doesn't diminish the historical factor of what our town looks like. I just want to point that out. Like, there are things out there that look like it belongs in St. Augustine. There are things that don't.
That doesn't belong here.
Now, also, remember when we went down Sevilla Street and we saw the Chewbacca house, and they had all these crazy inflatables, and it was all a big fundraiser for Epic Behavioral Health Care.
Yeah, for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
I think residential should have the right to do whatever they want to do, because that is where they live. But I think some of these businesses, we still kind of need to preserve that historic nature so that it doesn't really look like Times Square. We still have our own identity in the game.
So, Sonny's, what do you think? Should some spaces
Yeah,
be
what do you guys
considered
think?
off limits for commercial pop-up things?
Yeah,
What do you think?
this was a big topic on the blogs and the local blogs, and everybody was clapping back at this. But of course, the news article was it was a misleading headline, because it really kind of was like, oh, that's all she cares about is canceling Christmas. No, she's not saying that. She's saying that we need to preserve the integrity, and we need to put some vendors with hold them accountable in different areas. It's not saying the 360 booth needs to go away. It just needs to be
Just
rerouted.
It needs to not be on the lawn of the Lightner Museum.
I agree with you 100 million percent
thumbs
right there. That
down.
really did kind of set me a vibe. All right, next up, St. Johns County woman accused of going on a shopping spree with a fraudulent credit card.
jeez.
Let's talk a story about that clutches your wallet, your purse, and your phone, and possibly your soul. A St. Johns County woman is accused of opening a credit card in someone else's identity and then allegedly going on a full-blown shopping spree, racking in over $1,000 in fraudulent charges. This
Really?
isn't an oopsie moment. This is not an actually grab the wrong Target card at the checkout. This was allegedly a full commitment into financial chaos. New card, new identity, new shopping era. These were used locally right here in our community at multiple different businesses. And it's happening right here in life, in real neighborhoods, to be real people. And it can absolutely wreck your finances, your credit, and your peace of mind. So the very real warning is protect your personal information, because you just never know who's lurking around the corners.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. I hate a thief.
Yeah.
But also, too, so now my next question is, does the store still get the credit, the payment? Or if it was flagged as fraudulent, does the store not make the money and the goods are just gone?
Yeah,
How does
I
that
think
work?
there's a credit card insurance that will probably chap in here too. This will be an ongoing investigation. She obviously is going to serve some time
But
for
my
this.
other question is, why would you do something like this? Because it's so easy to catch people.
Yeah, that just doesn't make
You
sense too.
know?
Especially, even with the getaway car, we have license plate readers now. So just like the
Yeah.
doctor we talked about with the Nana
Oh,
New
the
Face
Miami
yesterday.
face.
Yeah, so she had a black Porsche and they knew exactly where she was going. What's up with the Target? Everyone's trying
I
to rip
don't
the Target off. My
understand.
God.
I just think, girl, go get a job.
I know. Go
You
figure it
know?
out. Don't cheat. Just, be.
Have any of you out there known someone or yourself been a victim of identity theft?
Yeah,
Let us know.
that's scary, guys. That's a really, and it's a hard thing to
This is
recoup.
creepy.
Ugh. But
Go
what's
away,
not
lady.
creepy and full of jolly fun and always keeping our town historic and fabulous? It's Old Town Trolley, and keeping our faces face is about face. Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. New year, same face? Absolutely not. St. Johns County and St. Augustine, it's time to put your best face forward with About Face Aesthetics. The Legends of Glow are back with their Friday facials featuring the new Fassage, their signature face massage that has locals buzzing. And if you're ready to level up your skin game, listen closely. They've got prepaid trio packages. That's pure main character energy. These 3 high-level treatments are for a very special price. And if you want more, because of course you do, boo, load up on the Beauty Bank and score 20% off of prepaid packages, or go boldly with buy 2, get 1 free, because glow should never come alone. You gotta go check out this new year, a new glow, and some iconic faces at aboutface.guru. Book it today, boo. We'll see you there. All right, you guys ready for a good story?
Yeah, we're always ready for a good story.
I got a great one here. I got this off of the Today Show. This is a really cool story. So this is one of those stories that reminds us that life doesn't move in straight lines, in loops. It breaks, it rebuilds, and sometimes it gives you a second chance when you least expect it. Susan Powter,
Stop the insanity.
Right? The 90s fitness icon who had the world shouting, "Stop the insanity!" The woman with the platinum buzz cut and the firecracker energy and unstoppable spirit. For the past 9 years, Susan has been quietly delivering food for Uber Eats, living paycheck to paycheck in a small apartment in Las Vegas, rebuilding her life after losing everything she once built. But on this past January 23rd, Susan made her final Uber Eats delivery, and she visited Al Roker along for the ride. What unfolded was raw, emotional, and grounding, and deeply human. Susan reflected on losing hope after her empire collapsed, saying, "I had lost hope. I never thought about Susan Powter. It was gone for many years." Her journey began when the documentary Stop the Insanity, Finding Susan Powter was released in November. The film sparked an overwhelming outpouring of love, support, and connection that cracked something open in her heart. She said, "This is what I want people to really know. Possibility, a chance, just to be able to look forward to something that really, really heals." And made her deliveries together, Al got a glimpse into the reality of her life. At one stop, Susan picked up a Starbucks order at a commercial kitchen facility used by delivery drivers, and she earned $2.20 for that delivery. When Al asked if she would miss the work, she said, "No, I wouldn't say miss, but I will never not acknowledge how grateful I am to have been able to do this." Her final delivery was to a 26-year-old man named Tyler, who tipped her $5.23. He had no idea who she was, since he wasn't born when Susan was at the height of her fame. When Al told him, she laughed and she said, "Google me, son." And then she told Tyler he had such nice energy. Tyler replied, "It's better to be kind. There's not enough of that in the world."
That's true.
That moment alone could carry an entire movie. Susan's story isn't about fame, it's about survival, humility, and dignity. She spoke about writing 7 books, making 9 fitness videos, and building an empire, only to lose it after bad business deals, lawsuits, and a divorce. She filed for bankruptcy in 1995, disappeared from the spotlight for nearly 30 years, and rebuilt quietly, one delivery at a time. But now, everything is shifting, she says. Everything is next. Nothing has changed, but absolutely everything has. She's dreaming again. Susan says she wants to write more books, create audio, video projects, teach wellness, grow her line presence, and buy an RV to travel across America, meeting people, talking about aging, poverty, and resilience and hope. She says, "I'm going to go out in America, and I'm just going to accentuate the fabulousness." And then came one more moment of pure grace. Uber Eats surprised her on the Today Show with a $10,000 donation to her favorite Las Vegas charity. The Just One Project, which fights food insecurity, she said. The dignity of being able to put food on the table is is virtually important. Sonny's, this story isn't about a woman leaving a job. It's about a woman getting her dream back. It's about hope. It's about dignity. It's about the radical idea that it's never too late to start again.
Guys, this is crazy. So I actually watched this documentary. Did you watch it?
Yes, ma'am.
It's so good.
Jamie
and
Lee Curtis, I believe, was an executive producer. Yeah.
So what I think she's been deeply moved by people sharing their own struggles with her online, saying that many, they tell her they feel invisible, frightened, and lost too. So the fact that she's feeling hope, excitement, and gratitude, I think that's the main thing. And the fact that sometimes when you feel like it's a dark tunnel, you can't get out of it, light shows up in the strangest of ways.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, do you guys remember watching the infomercials and her stuff, stop the insanity, and she had the spiky hair?
I
and
totally remember
Do you
that.
remember that?
Absolutely, it was. She still is an electric human being, which is so amazing.
I think we all get sidetracked every now and then, but
Yeah.
then there's things that pop up that bring you back into like what you're born to do. So what dream, Sonny, out there are you guys ready to live again?
Yeah, you guys have like a dream that you had in your past life. Are you still working towards it, or did you give it up? I'm just curious because we're always here to lift up anybody that has a dream and to make sure that, you know, hey, I got a big Rolodex. I'm happy to help anybody out there.
Yes.
Especially this is mine, Sunny TV. Absolutely.
All right, you guys. So here we go. Today we're doing grab your popcorn, silence your group chats, and emotionally prepare yourselves because we're about to enter the cinematic rabbit hole.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you very much, David. So, I hate this movie, but
It's such a good movie.
Titanic, 1997.
Okay.
James Cameron drew every single sketch of Rose that appears in the movie himself.
Had no idea.
How fun.
That doesn't make you like the movie anymore.
Great. Including the famous nude portrait scene.
Wow, he drew that. What an
So
imagination,
great.
Mr. Cameron.
The water tank used for sinking sequences held over 17 gallons of water, and many cast members ended up with hypothermia despite heated pools. Kate Winslet refused to wear a wetsuit under her dress and later admitted she got pneumonia during filming.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
She should have let Jack go on the door, though.
That door was big enough for both of
That's
them.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Girl, selfish. Jurassic Park, 1993. The full-size. This movie terrified Tiffany.
Oh really?
She was terrified of it.
I thought it was a good movie.
The full-size T-Rex animatronic weighed over 12,000 pounds and required a team of operators to control its movements. During one rain scene, the animatronic absorbed water, malfunctioned, and began thrashing uncontrollably, terrifying the actors who had thought something had gone wrong.
So it terrified the actors. Okay.
It got wet.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, Jurassic Park.
Yes.
All right, let's jump into Sunshine Shenanigans. I got Jimmy and the Great Report Card Heist
Okay,
of
Jimmy, what you got?
2007. All right, Sonnies, gather round.
No, I'm not gathering anymore.
The campfire, scooting your folding chairs in a little closer, and clutch your emotional support coffee because today's Sunshine Shenanigans is one for the history books. This is a tale of Jimmy. Jimmy was not a bad kid. Jimmy was just academically optimistic. I love that. This is the kind of student who believed grades were more of a suggestion rather than a rule. Jimmy's a visionary, a dreamer, a boy who looked at a failing grade and said, absolutely not. So one fateful middle school quarter, Jimmy fails a class, not barely fails, no. Like we're talking full-blown red ink, trombone, dramatic zoom-in fail. And Jimmy panics because he knows two things. Jimmy's mama does not play. Jimmy also enjoys being alive. So what does he do in his desperate 12-year-old access to Microsoft Word and untreated anxiety? He forges a report card.
Yeah.
Yes, forged, counterfeit, bootleg, offshore academic documentation. Jimmy sits at the family computer like a tiny, stressed-out accountant in witness protection. He changes the fonts, he aligns the margins, he chooses respectable grades, not suspiciously perfect, just believable. An A, a solid B here, a humble C+ there. The artistic balance of a criminal mastermind. And it works. Jimmy's mama sees it, she nods proudly, and life goes on. Now, here's where Jimmy crosses the troubled youth into full Ocean's 11 territory. Jimmy doesn't just do this once. Oh, no. He does this every single quarter. The man runs a full year.
Consistent.
Yeah, he runs a full year underground report card printing operation out of his childhood bedroom. 4 quarters, 4 fake report cards, 0 remorse, maximum confidence. At this point, Jimmy is basically the Pablo Escobar of academia. But then the universe clears its throat.
Oh, no.
Because at the end of the year, the report cards, the final one, gets mailed. Jimmy forgets this tiny, devastating detail. So
Can't
one
forget the final
afternoon,
detail, dude.
Jimmy's mom checks the mail, and boom, the real report card. She looks at it. She looks at Jimmy's collection of fake masterpieces, and instead of doing what we all expect, she loses her mind. But not at Jimmy. Oh, no. She storms into the school like a suburban hurricane, waving
Oh,
Jimmy's
jeez.
beautifully forged report cards like sacred scrolls. She demands answers. She demands justice. How dare they make such an egregious error? The school panics. The teacher has already retired. His records, trashed, shredded, gone, in the academic afterlife. So what proof do they have? None.
Oh, my God.
And what proof does Jimmy's mama have? An entire year of perfectly forged report cards. So, dear Sonnies, they officially correct the school records.
Stop it.
Jimmy passes the classes, and history is rewritten. Reality bends. The lie becomes law. Jimmy walks free. To this day, Jimmy's mama believes he heroically battled the school system and won. And Jimmy has never told her the truth, not once, not ever. And somewhere out there, Karma is sitting, waiting patiently
yeah.
with a clipboard for little Jimmy.
Jimmy, you're going to get it one day.
Jimmy!
But I give him credit. He held it all the way down, and it was just like the luck that the teacher left.
The luck that the teacher left, right? And I know that they send those final report cards like way into the middle of the summer, so the teacher's already out of there. Yeah, the luck on that one.
Oh, but Jimmy, you got it coming back to you.
Woo!
Oh, here we go. So, this submission was sent to me by Ben in Hastings.
Oh, this is a snack report. Here
Yeah.
we go. Okay.
Why are my potato skins soggy?
Ooh, and you guys are
Ew.
the potato capital of
Yeah.
our,
Mel, my potato skins came out limp and sad. Ben, your potatoes are crying because you skipped the crisping stage.
Yeah, you got to boil at the end.
You bake the potatoes fully before you scoop them out.
Yeah.
Then you brush it with oil. You bake it again before adding your toppings.
Yes.
So, crispy skins need patience. Rushing them makes them emotionally fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Food disasters come from rushing, overdoing, or trusting the wrong recipe. Heat matters.
I think so. I think you're helping the
Yes,
people
there you
out
go,
with your fixes. Thank you for doing that. All right, Sonnies, listen close. Listen. The world is heavy right now. There is noise, there is fear, there is uncertainty. But you were not made for despair. You were made for light. You were built to rise in difficult situations, to carry hope when it feels scarce, to stand tall when the ground feels shaky. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. You are becoming. Your becoming is brave work. So today, take up space. Speak with purpose. Love with courage. Dream without apology. Let your life be proof that kindness is powerful and that hope is rebellious and that joy is an act of resistance. You don't tiptoe into your purpose. You walk forward with your conviction. And when you do, the world shifts. The path opens and the future leans in to meet you. Go shine today, Sonnies. Your light matters, your voice matters, your presence matters, and this world is better because you are in it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Julie Brennan from Ximenez Fatio House. Those lecture series are going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. We love Julia when she comes by the studio. We will be having more conversations with her this spring. Yes. And don't go drifting away too far. At 3 o'clock, we'll be back in the Sunny TV Clubhouse for Afternoon Delight, Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. You guys have been sending in some incredible ones. Big shout out to Rachel. Thank you very much. Big shout out to Barbara Jean.
Yeah.
It's not today, but she's got a real spicy one that I'm going to have to turn into a really good Reddit report. So appreciative of you guys. You guys are amazing. Please hit that share button. I love you. We'll see you at 3.
Bye, guys.